mi dice hey boy guarda che ora tutti sanno no man, no man, no man.
Welcome to 2K. Sports for another. Edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. You can feel the energy here in the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The Bucks looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors. A season ago, they matched up with this team in the first round, but lost a tough 6-game series.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. They've got Lowry. He's out there with Avery Bradley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. Great guards battling it out tonight, Brent. Who was the thorn in your side at the guard position back when you were playing?
2 guys for me come to mind, Kevin. One is a guy that's in the Hall of Fame. I think you might remember him. His name is Allen Iverson. And I specifically...
yes, I do recall him.
You heard about that guy. I remember specifically one time where Gary Payton and I, playing in the Seattle backcourt, had prepped for a game where he was going to take AI, I was going to guard Eric Snow, and I was thanking the heavens that that was the case for that night. We got to the game. Gary Payton turned to me at the jump ball and said, "You take AI." That's not fun.
No. Here is Paul after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Here's Mozgov. And the Bucks miss again.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Here's Randolph. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Randolph's got his second bucket.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
And it's blocked by Bradley. Right side, Leonard. Over Hill. And it's Leonard missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now, here's Lowry. Randolph sets a screen for Bradley. There's a good screen. Here's Lowry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Kyle Lowry over the last few seasons slimmed down about 15 pounds. He's, Greg, been playing the best basketball of his career.
No doubt. He's still got that low center of gravity, almost like a bowling ball. He just gets under his man, and his strength and tenacity enable him to create chaos at both ends of the floor. And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, the screen is the assist, giving their guards space to pull up or attack the rim.
Great positioning on the putback.
A man with height and reach. Mozgov screaming extra chance point.
Bradley with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. For the three. And Kyle Lowry, good for three. And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
And here is Paul. Following Kyle Lowry's three, there's the pick. Hill has the open look. No good with the triple.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Randolph a screen. Here's Leonard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's McCollum. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Picked by Mozgov. Out left to the wing. 3 on the clock. Good on the triple.
Well, Chris Paul tinkering now with the defense, reacting well off the pick, and then he capitalizes as well.
Randolph against Mozgov. Randolph can't hit.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Paul outside. They set the pick. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And Chris Paul, one of the best mid-range players we have in the game. You got to get up on him whenever he's shooting from that area.
Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Leonard. No good off the front iron.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Pass to Mozgov. McCollum outside. Shoots over Bradley. McCollum no good.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Bradley. Mozgov against Randolph. Count that one. Randolph's got 6. Bucks trail by 6. Paul with the ball. He has 5. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's Leonard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
And Kawhi Leonard, just the second perimeter player in league history to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards.
And he joined, of course, the great Milwaukee Buck, Sidney Moncrief, in doing that. And it's an award that we know usually goes to a big man who's down there protecting the rim and shoring up any defense. Kawhi Leonard does it everywhere on the floor, and it's amazing to watch opposing offenses try to strategize against where it is Kawhi Leonard might be defensively.
And the Bucks miss again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Fox kicks to Leonard. The pass to Fox. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now here's Paul. Shoots over Fox. Again, the miss by Paul.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Leonard on the wing. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. He's got 7.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Mozgov a screen on Fox. Here's Paul. No good that time. Some solid defense there by Nene. Raptors leading by 10. And here is Fox. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Bradley gets it to go.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Paul kicks to Moore. There's the dish to Udo. To the wing right side. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Nene. And the rejection by Leonard. Now Bradley. Nene setting the pick for Fox. And Leonard has it in the corner. Raptors moving the ball around. Bradley kicks to Hernan Gomez. Misses off the right iron. Bucks trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. And the Raptors with some changes. Bradley's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Terrence Ross comes in for Leonard. And it's Rozier in for Avery Bradley. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Well, Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a wide open look for McCollum. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
That's a great read on the pick and roll by McCollum. The defender backing up leaves him no hope of affecting that shot.
Feeds to Fox. Nene with the screen on McCollum. Nene outside. Here's Bradley. And he banks in the layup. Bradley's got his first points of the night.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Zeller. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Zeller's got his first 2 points.
The CJ, such an effective two-guard, not just a shooter, and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
Nene, the screen. Rozier kicks to Fox. And there's the feed to Nene. Over Zeller. He can't get that one. The Bucks go the other way with it.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. McCollum outside to the right side. Diallo kicks to Zeller. And here's McCollum for three. Pass to Ntilikina. Picked by Zeller. Passes it to Thomas. And the lead is down inside single digits. Thomas got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. .107 left to play here in the first. Here's Fox. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Thomas a screen. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
For three, Ross. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. To the middle. And the dunk by Zeller.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
Fox kicks to Ross. He dishes it to Nene. And it's blocked. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second. We've got Lance Thomas. Ntilikina out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Zeller, and it's Diallo in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Nene with the screen on McCollum. And it's Rozier missing. Bucks trail by 10.
Always take time to think about Jason Kidd and his career, having played against him in high school in the Bay Area in Oakland as he was a star of St. Joseph's. There's no question that back then he had the acumen and the intellect to be a coach. Was always that on the floor during his career and doing it now in Milwaukee.
Now here is Lowry. He's guarded closely. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Bradley sets the pick for Lowry. 4 on the shot clock. Count it, good. Bradley's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Toronto. As you said, Brent, Kidd, one of the great minds in the game, who was a coach on the floor long before he was a coach on the sideline.
I think it's interesting for Jason Kidd and where he is now, because all these young players need experience to get smarter, and Jason is so smart. So I think he's waiting for a time where all of that intellect can catch up, and then everybody can be on the same page.
Lowry kicks to Rozier. Nene, the screen. Back to Lowry. Beyond the arc. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
10,000 hours of practice at work here, blocking out all distractions and just shooting your shot.
A nice shot by Zeller.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
Well, when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you could do to stop him.
Back to Lowry. This one for 3. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 13. Pass to Zeller. Thomas a screen. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
Here's Rozier. Offensive rebound. And it's Bradley on the follow. And the Raptors lead by 13.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Ntilikina. Here's Zeller. Ross grabs the board. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Lowry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Cody Zeller. Brent, the last team you played for, the Houston Rockets. Your dad, your older brother John, also played for the Rockets. What's this connection between the city of Houston and the Barry family?
I've asked them that same question in Houston, and I even talked to Daryl Morey about putting a Barry graveyard across the street where it is that all three of us, our career had ended. I'd love to see a tombstone over there with Rick, John, and Brent.
Well, it'd be...
Maybe we'll add a few more to it, Kevin.
Well, the way you played there, the way you played your career, and your family played, obviously you've set a standard in the league. But that was an interesting stop that you all were there at one time.
I think it's crazy that we all ended in Houston, though.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It is.
3 careers ending with one organization.
Isn't that something?
Weird.
Bradley is green on Thomas. The pass to Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nene. It's deflected. Here's Ntilikina. And Thomas has it in the corner. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Bulls. Leonard against Thomas. There's the pick. Three-pointer, Lowry. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Ntilikina can't hit.
But you combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Lowry. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kicks it to Thomas. Zeller inside, guarded by Nene. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Bucks. Stolen by McCollum. Lowry against Paul. Thomas kicks to Paul. Zeller, a screen on Lowry. 5 on the clock. A 3 from McCollum. Good, and Paul gets the assist. McCollum's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
And the Raptors miss again.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Paul kicks to Zeller. McCollum right side. That 3 off the mark. Raptors leading by 7. Bradley, no one around him. Shot to stop the drought. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Raptors have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. The Raptors making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in.
Getting to the foul line more and more these days. Kawhi has become the complete package.
Here's Paul. Bradley with some nice D. Toronto's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Outside Lowry. Picked by Randolph. Leonard, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Pick by Zeller. And it's Paul, top the key. Here's the break. Leonard with the ball. He's got 10. Outside Bradley. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. Bradley's got 6.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Mozgov, he's checked in for Zeller. Udo comes in for Diallo. Hill, he's checked in for Lance Thomas. And Moore subbed in for McCullough. Picked by Mozgov. It's Hill on the wing. Fires the three. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
I've got to admire the stroke that time from Hill, able to knock down the 3-ball.
And the Raptors call time here. Hey, Brent, we know there's a lot of jaw and a lot of communication out there on the floor. And when you were playing, who was the best trash talker you ever went up against?
Well, I played with the notorious one in Seattle by the name of Gary Payton. A lot of people put him pretty high up on their list. I also remember one Bonzi Wells at his time when he was with the Portland Trailblazers and Sacramento Kings, being a bit lippy. And then occasionally there would be a John Barry talking to me. But
really,
I never listened to him growing up, Kevin, so why would I listen to him on the court?
Good way to approach it. Leonard attacking from 11 feet away. And that one is off. Hill with some nice D. Bucks trail by 10. Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Moore with it. Lowry picks him up. Paul passes to Mozgov. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Raptors leading by 10. And here's Lowry. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Randolph a screen. Bradley can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Mozgov a screen on Lowry. Pick up by Hill. They get it back. Mozgov kicks to Moore. Back to Mozgov. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Mozgov a screen on Lowry. Paul dishes to Mozgov. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Mozgov's got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee. Lowry against Paul. Left side, Leonard. Fires for three. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Here's Mozgov. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Randolph inside. Mozgov on him. Mozgov with the block.
And the size and length of Mozgov, a big factor. Hard to convert when he's there.
He gets that one. 7 points for Chris Paul.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
16 feet away. Here's Randolph. Here's Hernan Gomez. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Mozgov. Well, Brent, the Bucks the past few seasons have had a problem threatening teams from deep.
Now, with the way the NBA is going, you're going to have to find a threat out there. Now, can it come from within? Can one of their players develop that three-point shooting touch, a guy that they rely on a ton? Or will they be able to go out and sign a sharpshooter to help improve the versatility of their offensive roster?
And you look at the Raptors, one of the top teams in the East, Greg, but do they have a chance to go all the way?
I think they're a threat to make the finals. Can they win it all? They may be a piece or two away, but still a young and aggressive core. They continue to try to add pieces, and this is a group that has proven they want to win and win now.
And the Raptors call time here.
And sometimes you just want a reminder of what our objectives are tonight.
Yeah, get everyone on the same page and point it in the right direction.
The Bucks making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to Indiana. .30 seconds left in the first half. Leonard, no luck. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Ntilikina. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Ntilikina, he possesses that unselfishness that really allows his guys to play their best basketball. You got to love his approach. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's the screen. Stolen away. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. They've got Zach Randolph. Avery Bradley is out there with Lowry. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down. Kawhi Leonard reminds you of the way that people talked about defensive backs that can lock down great receivers in football. So suffocating, takes elite scorers completely out of positions on the floor where they like to be effective.
And he makes good on the layup. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's that suddenness. Leonard in traffic, inside, still able to explode up and convert.
The kick out to Hill for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Hill's